Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. Today is Monday, November 21st. I was going to say the 14th. It is almost Thanksgiving. We're just a couple days away. Hopefully everybody's getting ready and has plans for some fun, whether it's with other family members, by yourself. Everything is fabulous. Okay. Past weekend was great. I worked most of Saturday finishing or trying to finish up on Santa's Workshop. And then I had Santa's Workshop yesterday and I finished creating, putting together the rest of the kits. And I finished with it tomorrow night. So that's been fun. Make sure you say hi. Okay, and I forgot I need to get you up here on my screen, so give me a minute. It was a cold weekend, very cold weekend. Hi, Roseanne, Jackie, Linda, Cheryl, and I know we have a couple others on here. Again, make sure that you comment and especially share and tag your friends. Yesterday at Santa's Workshop, one of the ladies who was there because she found my Facebook Lives through Annie, because Annie shared it and Suzanne saw it. And then when I showed the Santa's Workshop items, she knew she had to come and do some of those. So yay. See, it does work and it's a good thing. See my new little gnome garland. So I'm kind of I got fall going and I've got a little bit of Christmas started. Hopefully we'll get some decorating done this weekend after Thanksgiving and after a little Black Friday shopping with my daughter, and it will all be good. Okay, so what kind of things did you guys do this weekend? Linda, thank you for sharing. Sharon, I'm glad you're able to be on live tonight. Let's see. I don't think there's anything wild and crazy in the stamping world right now. I have not looked at the date, but the retiring list has I've seen it and I can't remember when it comes out, when we publicize it. So I will look for that later so that I can make sure I tell you the things that are retiring in the holiday catalog. And some of these things, some are starting to sell out now, but some of these things, from what I saw of the initial prices, there's going to be some really good deals going on. Okay, I think that's everything. We are just going to turn it down and get things started. So bear with me a minute while I put you down. And I flipped my camera holder. How do you know the current catalog has tons of gnomes? Ouch. The new catalog, the spring one, does have some gnomes. And I'm really excited by that. I can't show them to you yet because I haven't been able to order them yet. Ooh, that's crooked. Okay. Well, and for some reason, I have like a little star up in the corner. So I got to check that out too. Maybe there's some things that some of my key people can have stars and I can see who those people are. Okay, so tonight we're going to work with, and I can see that. Okay, tonight we're going to work with the Christmas Scottie stamp set and the Sweetest Christmas paper. And I saw something online, and then I ordered from Amazon these adorable little beeswax Chap Ice. Someplace I thought it said it's peppermint. I don't see it right now on this, but it's so cute. It is, it's not even 1.5 inches long. It's about 1 3/8 long, and it's about, right around 3/4 inch wide. So just kind of a fun little size. So I knew I wanted to work with that. And then, no, I did get it. And then also, I haven't done anything yet this year with the Hershey Nuggets. Usually I do a bunch of stuff with Hershey Nuggets. So we're going to do some playing. Okay, you ready? Do you want to see it first? Or do you want me to just do it? Okay, we're going to move that out of the way. Where am I going to put it? I have stuff piled everywhere right here. Okay, This is the current host code, Q2VYHM7T. Okay. All right, let's get stuff in place here. We are going to use the paper trimmer this time because we need to do a bunch of scoring. And I forgot my cheat sheet. Okay. So I am starting with, and I haven't seen any comments here. Glenda's on. Yay. Okay. Do we want to see it first? Just do it and surprise us. Okay, Roseanne, you win this time. You and Linda. Okay, so I'm starting with a piece that is 7 inches by 11 inches. Okay. And I'm going to open the arm up. And I know you're not going to be able to see the whole thing. And my first, I'm going to put this 7-inch across the top. And I'm going to score it at 3/4 of an inch down both sides. Okay. So we're at 3/4 of an inch. Oh, I don't need that. And we're just going to score it. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to score it again. And I could be using my Simply Scored tool, but I forgot to grab that out of the pile of stuff. Okay, then we're going to turn it so that the 11 inches is across. And we're going to score it at 2 7/8 inch, 7 1/4, 8 inches, 9 1/2 inches, and 10 1/4. Okay, and before we take it back out, and I forgot to do my measurement on that. Okay, give me just a second. 7 1/4 minus 6 1/4 is at 5 3/4. I need to write that in. Mark at 5 3/4. Okay, at 5 3/4, we are not going to score clear across. I don't want to score a line across all of it, but I do want to either make a mark or take my paper cutter or my cutting blade, and I'm just going to cut right to the 3/4 inch score line. Okay, and then we'll just use paper snips. No, not completely yet. Okay. Where we cut it, we're going to get rid of this 3/4 inch piece on both sides. So I'm going to line it back up at 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to put my cutting blade at the top for me. You righties sometimes use it at the bottom instead. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to do the same thing. The part that has the least score lines. All right, now let's get the paper cutter out of the way. Okay, so now we have these score lines here. Again, we cut off the part that there's only one score line. Now we need to trim, and I know you can't see it very well, but believe me, those are the score lines. Okay, and you know that I take kind of a little V so that I eliminate some of the bulk when I'm creating these little tabs. And the bottom tab we're going to cut right off. And I'm going to cut this also. I'm going to angle that bottom one. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. The smaller tabs we're cutting the little notch out of. Anybody figured out yet? Yes, we're building a box. Happy early turkey day to you too, Glenda. Okay, let me get the garbage out of the way. And, okay, now we're going to score, or we're going to fold it on all the score lines. So those little flaps are going in. And then this side is going in. And then we're going to do this. And then we've got 1, 2, 3. Hi, Helen. 4. Okay, so we have 4 score lines. Now I forgot, I need my paper trimmer back. We're gonna cut this at an angle. This particular project has been around for years and years. I just haven't made one in a long time. And then I adjust the sizes periodically to be able to fit the things that I want in it. Okay, my piece here is 5.5 inches. I want to mark half of it. So I just want to put a little pencil mark at 2 3/4 inch. And then I'm going to cut from the score line here down to that mark. Okay, so I'm just going to do, you can do it with paper snips or big scissors, long handled scissors or long bladed, but it's just as easy to line that up and put it right in your paper cutter. Okay, all right, we're not going to go far with that because we will need it again. Okay, then let's see, then I need to do, I have a piece of the Sweetest Christmas designer paper that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and we're going to adhere it right down to this center panel. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Tina. Glad you could join tonight. Linda, you are a good guesser. You watch lots of different people, right? And again, I haven't seen this one, I don't think, yet this year. But if you Google nugget holders, this particular design comes up very frequent. Okay, now we're going to bring in our cut and emboss machine, or our boss. Okay. And I need my platform. Let's see. And I need my die. Every time I think I have everything, never fails. Okay, so I have my platform. My piece is wider than my platform is, so I'm going to have to turn them in, which also helps give me a little bit of a guide. I am using one of the dies from Hollyberry Dies, just because I liked the shape of it. We're going to cut an opening in here where our nuggets will show. Okay, so I'm just using my Post-it note tape, and I'm going to fold those flaps right over, and then we're going to feed it in. Okay, and then I want a bigger opening than what it's creating. So we're going to pop that out, and we're going to line, and you can kind of feel where it catches in this part that's already cut. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing again. Okay, and then we're going to pop that out. And we have an opening. All right, let's get this out of the way. And let's not lose that. That's garbage. That's garbage. Okay, nope, I'm not done with the paper trimmer. Okay, now you can just leave this. I don't like to. I like to close it up with a piece of window sheet. And so I'm going to use tear and tape because, and the main reason I'm doing this, you can use green glue, that's perfect, but I didn't want any oozes from it. And regular seal adhesive can sometimes get a little wider. So the tear and tape, I pretty much know it's 1/4 inch. It fits into this opening between the score lines. And then my piece of window sheet is going to fit right in there. Okay, it's going to cover up the opening. I made it a little bit longer than it really needed to be because I thought it would help firm up the holder. Okay, And so then I tore the backing off the tear and tape, and then we're just going to adhere it right down. Fits right in between those score lines. And then our Hershey Nuggets are all hid inside. Okay, while we have the tear and tape, we're going to add that to this 3/4 inch strip. And I know it says tear, but it bothers me when it's not even. Okay, we're not going to do that yet, but we're going to get it ready. We're also going to add some down here. And then, and I'm trying to decide for sure, I think we're going to end up putting glue right along here, really thin. Because I think I need more than, oops, that's not the right one. This is, yeah, see, I don't have really enough room to be able to fit my tear and tape in there. Okay, so what I could also do is a couple of glue dots. And, okay, but, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a box, and we're going to have a pocket over here. But the pocket, oh, yay, Linda. This is the first for you with the nuggets. Yay. Okay, so we're going to score that good. But you know me, I can't leave that. That's got to have some layers on it. And so what I'm going to do is this right here. But we need to get the angle on that too. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. And actually, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to pull the paper trimmer back in. Remember how we marked this halfway through? We're going to do the same thing over here. So my black piece is 5 1/8. So we're going to mark it at just 1/2 1/2. Okay, got a tiny little pencil mark, and we're going to cut that off. And then before we go on, we're just going to fit it to C. Okay, pretty good. Our angle gets a little wonky, but not bad. And now we're going to do the same thing with the designer paper. Okay, it is 4 7/8. So that would be 2 3/8 is our halfway point. So we're just going to mark that, and we're going to cut it again. Okay, those are garbage, or save whatever scraps you want to save. Okay, and before we get rid of the trimmer, look at that, we're pretty good. Okay, now we're going to adhere, and then you go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which side of the paper should we have used? Okay, we're just going to adhere that onto there. And then we're going to adhere this onto this. Okay, and I went and grabbed my mini glue dots, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those, and I'm going to put it right along the edge. And then I'm going to grab another one, and I'm kind of rolling it just a little bit. Hi, Suzanne. I'm glad you could join live tonight. Yay. Okay, so that way I've got that to be able to stick down, but it's not taking up a lot of space. And then we're going to peel our tear and tape off, and we're just going to fold that over, and we're going to put that all down. Pencil mark is showing just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to create our box. What I find is the easiest is to fold the 3/4 inch that has the tape and the next 3/4 inch. Okay. Pull the backing off the tape. Oops. And then we're just going to fold. Oops, I told you wrong. Okay. Fold just that one over. And then we're going to fold it in half. It pretty much lines right up with the edge of our card. Make sure it sticks down well. And we've created a box. You can use tear and tape to seal it, or you can use the glue. Okay, so we're going to seal it shut on the bottom. And then we're going to seal that one shut. Get your bone folder down in there to make sure it seals good. Okay, now where's my nuggets? Okay, make sure your nugget words are going the right way. I decided I didn't want to wrap them. I liked the look of the silver through it. The first one you can't see. Now you can. And there's a third one. Then we're going to take that fun chapstick and we're going to put that in there. But I'm going to turn that so that you can see it. And then we have another nugget. Again, make sure you can read the nugget. And then one more nugget. So there's 5 nuggets in there. You can only see 3 of them. The other 2 are hiding. And then we're just going to seal this up. Yes, they will have to tear it open to get the stuff out, but that's okay. Okay. We always want to do our front flap last so that our raw edge goes to the back and we have a nice folded edge in the front. Okay. Look at how cute that is. Adorable. Okay, now we have a little pocket. So we can put our greeting card where we can write our message. We could put a gift card on there. We could put a gift card on the back and then tuck that right down in there. Okay, so we can't just leave it plain though, right? Okay, so we have a piece of basic white and I am using Memento and Merry Christmas from the Scottie Dog set. And we're going to stamp that just in this upper left corner, as close to the top and as close to the left as you can get. And then we're using the snowflakes out of the set. And we're using the Real Red ink. And I think I just went full strength. And we're just going to stamp some snowflakes there and some snowflakes there. Whoops, that one didn't turn out very good. There we go. All right, let's get our ink out of the way. We are going to adhere this to our basic black. And then I have a hole punch, just a plain old hole punch. Normally I would center, but I can't because of the Merry Christmas. So we're just going to go right beside the Y and punch through both layers. And then I have a piece of the silver trim from Simply Elegant trim. And we're going to fold it in half, feed it to the back, and then, whoops, feed our loose loops through to the front. Okay, and then we can just trim it up. I want to pull it nice and snug so that it stays. And then we're just going to trim that. You can write your Merry Christmas, I love you, I hope you have a good time. And tuck that right down inside. Those little snowflakes show our Merry Christmas show. And then I already punched out one of our Scottie dogs out of basic black. And we're just going to put him right on the front here. And of course, we're going to add him with dimensionals. Hi, Diane. I'm glad you were able to join. Okay. Looks like Cheryl's on with us. Yay, everybody's on tonight. Okay. And we're going to stick our little Scottie dog on right there as he's greeting us. Okay. And I thought I brought the stamp set over here. I swear that I did, but I guess not. Okay, there is a plaid stamp in there. So I stamped the plaid with the Real Red ink on Real Red cardstock. And then I'm going to use the punch just to punch out the bow. And just a little bit of seal. And we're going to attach our little plaid bow. And we are all done. Isn't that adorable? Okay, and I do really like it with the black background. The first one that I made, I didn't. I used Sweet Sorbet, which is coordinating color for this designer paper. And it doesn't have quite the same pop to it. I also was not able to attach this down. So it's a little bit floppy right there. So if I would have made this a little smaller, I could add, and I might still be able to. Let's see if we can sneak one of these in there. Exactly, Cheryl. He's got to have a bowl. All right, let's see if we can tuck this glue dot in here. And still get our card in there. Ha, we can. There we go. And it firms it up so that it's not quite so floppy. Okay. Isn't that adorable? So which one's your favorite? The one with the Sweet Sorbet or the one with the basic black behind it? Okay. Leave me some comments. There you go. Annie says, love the black background. It just pops just a little bit more. Okay. So that is our project for this week. Next week, I got a little playing to do. I may end up sneaking a video in over the weekend. I did, and I don't have it here because we're finishing them tomorrow night. I did a framed art as part of an add-on for Santa's Workshop that is lighted with the Holy Family as the main portion. I saw another demonstrator do and loved the idea and loved how hers turned out. I didn't make mine exactly the way she did, and I had to do a little playing with the lights to get them in there. So I thought maybe I would show a little video on how that goes together, just because it is such a pretty and it's so timely for the upcoming season. So that's everything for now. You guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. Some good Black Friday shopping or online shopping, whatever floats your boat. And I will see you next Monday night. Everybody take care. Oh, hang on. Can't do that yet. I forgot. Our prize from last week's comment, shares, and likes and loves and tags is one of the adhesive backed swirl gold adhesive backed swirl embellishments. These are all sold out now. They're part of the fitted framed collection and they're all sold out. So this is a unique item. And this week's winner is Mary Beth Bogato. And I hope I said that right. So Mary Beth, send me your address and I will get that popped in the mail to you. Okay, now everybody have a fabulous week. Drive safe wherever you are traveling and have a very blessed, happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.